Sweet deal. So, welcome back, everybody, to session 16 and our grand finale of Hyrule. Tonight, everything will be decided one way or the other. Remember last week, we had gone through a harrowing battle outside, a battle with no one that you could see. You were literally trying to defend yourselves and the townspeople from energy raining from the sky. Seth almost died in the encounter. Technically, he did die, and Estrella saved him. Unfortunately, the mother that Estrella had met, the botanist, she did die, and her daughter is safe, but now an orphan, unfortunately. Tina was saved. Nim went on a gut-wrenching run to go save Tina the Bufo, which Seth was extremely happy for. Yasin kept Captain Persian alive and his band and some of the goblins that were out there, but in doing so, took quite a bit of damage. Nothing that actually counts against you, just damage in the story sense. You passed out. You were knocked unconscious. Your ass was in the grass. And Kieran had come to your aid and managed to save you from that. So Yasin is now currently in the medical wing of Hyrule Castle. And that is where we left him. The rest of the group went deeper to the center of the castle into the chamber of the Triforce. And inside there, you all started to uncover the secret of the chamber, that there is literally a chamber on the outside, that there was a way to unlock these walls and see what was, thank you, machine. Oh, shut up. And see what's on the other side. And both Grimm and Estrella, working together, managed to open up one wall. Nimriani, on the other hand, sensed that there was something not right with Zelda, and it turns out that she was correct, as Zelda was really Ganon, who proceeded to transform into what we call in D&D a Goristro, a giant bull demon pig thing. At this same time, Kieran thought about talking with Link and trying to uncover further the mystery that surrounds these marks that each of you possess, the Triforce engravings on your hands, and took Link with him on a spirit walk back to the very beginning, to the founding of Hyrule, and the very first time that Hylia had chosen her champions for the Triforce.
Sorry.
It is there that we will start our story. Kieran and Link facing off against Ganondorf, the first wielder of the power Triforce. In his fully Gerudo form, that's his species, he was known as Ganondorf, a king of his people. It was through the corruption of the power Triforce that he became known as Ganon, this creature of power and elemental fury, a form of which the others are facing now. Two battles spread across time, one in the realm of the spirits, the other physically in the chamber of the Triforce. I want everyone to roll for initiative.
First of all, you know how hard it was to not say of secrets?
Chamber of Secrets.
I was like, of secrets! And then I was like, no. Let him finish his intro.
Let me get my notes up. Let me get my notes. So much notes. So. Okay, 10.
Fuck me. That's rough.
Eli?
Are we muted?
No, the answer is no.
I got 18.
Because when she said, I was like,
Ishmishitu. 23.
I fucking
Okay. So,
23.
all right.
There's not even that many.
I also
Wait,
got a
you
23.
get
But first, I gotta get out of bed.
How do you
Go to the window.
3. Okay,
extra?
3 for Estrella.
How do you get extra on your thing?
I got
There's a little
Initiative.
bonus. It says initiative on your chart.
You know, some
You
people
add that
have a
number.
bonus, and that must be really cool. I would love to have that someday. I think that
I'd
would
love
be
to be a part of
I
it.
would love to be a part of that someday. I think that'd be super fun. Mine's -4.
Inside jokes.
Like right there.
Love to be a part
So,
of it.
Oh,
your
where
I
it
forgot to
says
tell you.
0.
Your 23 Yasin won't count, unfortunately, because you're unconscious right now in the medical wing. So you don't to roll for initiative. So that would put Nim right now on top
That's what
of
I'm
anybody.
saying. I gotta get out of bed. I gotta wake up.
We're fighting, and he's somewhere like having a cup of coffee. He just woke up, and he's just
Kieran,
like,
what was your roll?
20.
20? All
Damn,
right.
it's crazy out there.
16 plus 4.
And then last but not least,
Mine was
Grim.
18 plus 5.
16.
16. That's
No
not
plus. Plus 0 is what it says.
Is she after
Which
me?
I don't know why it put plus 0.
Grim is 16.
16. After
Chris.
that follows Goristro at a 10. Sorry, Link at 11. Link is next. Then Goristro at 10.
Are we doing both time zones as in all one order, or are we gonna do real plane and spiritual plane?
Oh no, all at once. If we were to watch this as a movie, we want to cut back and forth, man.
That's
That's true, and also we want to make sure that the effects happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
So Greece just
We're gonna be
10.
slicing and dicing up here.
Ganon is a 4 and Estrella is a 3. Or rather, Ganondorf, I should say, to be
It's
precise.
a 4.
Yeah, he rolled a 4, right? Poor baby boy rolled a 4, right? Anyway.
It's okay. Healer being last on the food chain is actually pretty good because then she can heal us all up.
Heal us when we are to
Is
die.
that, or although I'm kind of on my own. Ugh.
You got Link.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know if Link is
All right,
got
so
any healing stuff.
Nim's number, please.
23.
23. Kieran's?
20.
20. Estrella's?
3.
Grim's?
16.
And Yasin doesn't matter right now.
Cross your eyes, pout.
The Goristro was a
I'm taking my ball and going home.
okay, cool.
My busted
So,
ass ship.
what I am
Why
doing,
do I always start first?
I don't even know if you guys can see this or not, and if not, no big deal. But D&D Beyond has an initiative tracker and a whole encounter builder, so I'm giving it a shot. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see if this makes my life easier or harder. So I have no idea. But okay, so this is gonna be fun. This battle will take place across multiple realms. Now, again, just as a quick reminder, the puzzle still a thing, so don't don't ignore the puzzle. But
You guys do the puzzle. I got this.
decide what you will with the puzzle.
Okay. Good luck.
Thanks.
The puzzle is important.
This is gonna be this is gonna be a thing. Why am I so nervous? Shit, y'all should be nervous.
Is he clammy?
All right, so let's start with Nim at the top of the fight. So here we are in our two realms, facing off against two forms of Ganon. Nim, you are on top of the Goristro, having trying to chokehold Zelda as she transformed. What do you wish to do?
Oh, that's right.
What do I wish to do? I'm gonna start this off strong, and I'm just gonna go off with my my gem.
Okay.
I'm gonna just start off strong here. I just want to knock him down a bit. And I'm gonna use perfect power on him. It's a 50-point damage right off if I can hit him.
Give me a wisdom saving throw. Greater than 14. With disadvantage.
This is my favorite
Let's
song.
say
I'm
D.
you know, I'm hyped. Yes.
Because of the exhaustion.
Mighty one.
1.
The other one was a 14.
As you touch this gem and pull it out, you are right above the Greastro's head, and you lay the gem down, getting ready to like deal as much damage as you can, but you feel this creature inside the gem. You can feel him smile, and he goes, "Ah, for once, I will take a lot." And you feel this pain shoot up your arm, and your whole body seizes. And you shoot out this gem's power, and 50 points of damage do penetrate into Goristro. You have dealt a mighty blow, but you have taken a point. Now up to 2 strikes against you. 2 out of 5. And you can feel this, and the energy and the pain causes you to slip off of his back. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage to see if you can stay on, or if you will fall prone.
Okay. 14 plus 8.
That'll do. And so as this one arm seizes, you kind of fall off with one, but you grab onto these spikes that are on his back, and you swing yourself back up and boom, grab the other end of your staff, and you're still on his back for this fight. You still have movement if you wish to take a movement, or are you good up there?
I'm good right now.
Okay.
I'm not good, but I'm good, you know? I'm
Cool. That will...
Everything's copacetic.
So let me go ahead and make sure I am getting this damage in. Oh, cool. I just clicked that and hit... Oh, sweet. Nice. All right. That 50 points of damage has landed. And now we are on to Kieran. Kieran, in this spiritual realm, you see Link, the two of you standing side by side, weapons ready, Ganondorf in front of you with his giant claymore. And he just smiles at the two of you, and you hear him. What could the two of you possibly do against me? Come, give it your best shot. What would you like to do, Kieran?
I'm actually going to pull out my hatchet, look over at Link as if to give him the signal that like, hey, let's work together on this. And I'm gonna throw this hatchet directly at Ganon's face with the intention of giving my action to Link to attack. Would that be enough of a look? Do I have to roll for something for him to actually understand what I'm trying to do? And then I'm going to rush in.
His battle sense is strong. He would figure it out, but
the goal is I'm not necessarily trying to hit him. I'm just trying to distract him so I can give maybe Link some advantage.
So you're going to hold that for Link's action and use it to distract so Link has advantage on his attack?
Yes.
Okay, that'll work.
But I have to use an action to actually pull it out and everything. So I figure I have my sword in one hand. I'm going to just pull this out and kind of like walk a little bit of ways this way and then get ready to hold that action to use to
Will do.
distract.
Absolutely. You catch Link's eye, and he's jiving with you. And Ganon has his sword, and as you walk around, he just sort of traces your path as you're walking. And he is arrogant as all get out. He doesn't think you can do a thing, but you hold your action, and Link just kind of like bears down. You hear him go, "Hey," and he's ready to go. Next up is Grim. Grim, you are by one of the walls. You had just got done unlocking a lever. So as Estrella turns these clockwork stones on the fountain, you're able to reach in and pull a lever. Now, do you wish to continue solving the puzzle, or do you want to attack Ganon? Goristro.
I want to keep going with the puzzle.
You. Grim.
Grim.
Yeah, that's what I was just confused. I was like, wait, maybe I heard wrong.
My bad. I thought I heard.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue doing the puzzle.
Okay.
But do you want us to wait until it's to Emily's turn?
So what you're going to do is I want you to make a just a straight D20 roll and hold on to that number. And then Estrella will have to do the same thing, and we'll see how fast the two of you solve this puzzle. Which basically means how many rounds of combat will it take for you to solve the, you know what to do. Now it's just how quickly can you do it.
Okay.
All right. That means we move on to the Goristro's turn. And the Goristro, having just been dealt 50 points of damage, is a little pissed off at the tiny gnat on his back. And you just hear him just roar in pain. And he's like, he wants to eat you.
He wants to eat me.
What he is going to do...
I didn't know he ate people.
The Goristro is going to use his multi-attack.
Cool, let's see if he can reach me.
He can reach you. He is going to take, his multi-attack is 2 with his claws and 1 with his hoof.
He's trying to scratch me off his back.
We'll see what he gets to do. So the first 2 is he's going to try and hit you off his back. First, let's see if he can break your AC. It's a 7 plus 13, so a 20. Does that break? Yeah, that's the first one. First one hits. Second one. That is a 6 plus 13, so that's a 19.
Yeah, that just...
Okay, so it goes to the attacker. Let's start with, and let's see if the hoof will even do it. That's a 4 plus 13, so 17. Would that break?
No.
Okay, cool. So, I want you to give me a dexterity saving throw. And I'm just going to roll on here because it's easier.
14 plus 8.
Okay, cool. So you will be able to stay on. You take 25 points of damage. The Goristro, he just reaches up. Boom! Boom! And you are trying to dodge out of his range, but you are getting hit. One shoulder, then boom, the other shoulder, just barely hanging on. But you're there, and you're still good. He can't use his third attack, and he's not succeeded in knocking you off of his back. And that will be the Goristro's turn. Next up, we have Link. And I want you to go ahead and give me a dexterity check on your throw, Kieran.
With disadvantage?
With disadvantage, sir.
All right, that is a natural 20 and a 15 plus 4, so 19.
19, that's excellent. So, as you launch this axe, this hatchet flies out. You see Link just right on its heels, running right behind it. And Ganon is able to deflect that hatchet. But then Link, amazing boy Link. All right, let me bring up his character sheet. That is going to be... That's an 8 plus 6. Let's see here. That's going to be... So his first hit breaks. He is going to go for 2 strikes. And the second one breaks. So both hits work against him, both since they were done with advantage. And he is going to do 2 slashing damages. Let's just see what we got here. There's the first one and the second one. 10 points of damage from Link in this fight. Not too shabby. And so you watch Link rush in and just 1, 2, and Ganon's able to kind of take these a bit across his armor, but Link is starting to chip away at one of the shoulder plates. He just nicks where the leather strap is hanging onto the pauldron piece. And you see Ganon just kind of step back and he readies himself up and he goes, "That won't work twice. I promise you that."
Just for reference, where did the hatchet land?
The hatchet would have landed to your left as Ganon blocked it towards his right side, his strong side. So
30, 40 feet away?
It would have bounced off the wall and landed, so you're probably about 10 feet, give or take, from it. Let's see. It would be somewhere around this range, so you're about 10 feet away from it max.
Cool.
Link is then going to take one step back using the rest of his, not even the rest, just a bit. And he's coming in front of you, and he takes a defensive position, and he has his shield out ready. So again, if Ganon does any opportunity attacks, he has to go through Link before he gets to you. That will conclude Link's turn. We are now on to Ganondorf. And Ganon just looks at Link, kind of like, you bastard, how dare you? Because he wants you, Kieran. He wants to get to you, but he can't. So, Ganon is going to do... he's going to make 2 attacks with his long sword that he has, his multi-attack. And so we are going to do against Link. He's trying to reach for you, and so he's going to cross Link's zone to get to you. Link will incur an opportunity of attack as Ganon tries to sidestep and come in towards you with these slashes. And Link goes. And that one will break. And Link will do an additional 5 points of damage to Ganon. As he sidesteps, Link just opens up his side a little bit, but Ganon's willing to take that just so he can get to you, Kieran.
Do I have an opportunity to brace, like, and get my, like, rock arm up or anything, or am I just going to have to take it?
You're going to have to take it. It's coming in quick.
Okay. And then also... important part for the party in the future. Does this Link's next attack have any kind of physical change to Ganon in any way? Slashes, things like that?
You would have to give me an insight check to determine that.
Okay. With disadvantage?
Advantage. I'll be broken record tonight on that one. All right, let me see if...
All right.
Ganon is going to... That's a 19 plus 15 to hit. I imagine that's going to break.
Yes.
Second attack. 17 plus 15. So that'll break.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, no, Ganon's got a net. He has a plus 15 to hit on his longsword, so. That's going to be 2d6s.
What's going on?
2d6s for each?
4... 3, that's 9, plus 16, that is 25.
Cool.
25 points of damage from Ganon. What was your insight check?
That was a 17.
17, nice.
10 plus 7.
So, as Ganon comes in towards you and takes this hit from Link, you notice that there's something different about Link's sword. It's made of crystal. And as it hits Ganon, it lights up for a second. And you know that that is radiant damage that Ganon is taking. And when it hits his flesh, as his exposed flank, he just kind of cringes and crumples in towards it. And you watch him steel himself into 2 hard strikes against you. And that is what you find out. Radiant damage against Ganon. And that will conclude Ganon's turn. He's right in between the two of you. He's exactly where he wants to be. Next up is Estrella. If you wish to continue the puzzle, Estrella, I want you to give me a D20 roll.
That's a 6.
And Grim, what was your number?
14.
So that's a dirty 20 between the two of you. That's actually really good. The two of you working together will take 5 more rounds of combat in order to solve this puzzle. 5 rounds of combat. That's between the two of you working together. So, Strella, At this moment, you are turning these knobs, the pieces of the fountain, these whole circles. You're just starting to turn them. And Grim, you can hear when one clicks into place next to you. And so on your turn, you will have the ability to pull that lever and open up another piece of the wall. In 5 turns, in 5 rotations, the puzzle will be solved and its effects will be revealed.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
So on our turns, we're just doing that. We don't have any other.
But she held her turn. Is she allowed to do that while Estrella's doing that now, or is it her next turn?
She rolled to see what you would get.
No. I'm just saying I have to keep rolling to finish the
No.
puzzle.
No, you don't. So that roll was just to determine how many rounds it would take. I had 2 different options for you. Could have been shorter, could have been longer. You have the shortest option.
What if we want to make a strike in battle, though?
Then that will take your turn. So your choice is either the puzzle or to attack. And if you choose to attack, then that turn, it'll take a bit longer. Unless Estrella wants to be completely out of the fight, she could do the puzzle on her own. I would allow that.
If I do the puzzle on my own, can I do anything else? Like healing someone, not an attack. Can I do anything
We
else?
could switch off, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You can switch off.
We'll just play it by ear.
Yep.
Okay. I was gonna say, Melissa, if you want to go first, I'll keep working on the puzzle.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so then what would happen this round is then, Estrella, you hear the click, and you immediately rush for that next spot in the wall next to Grim in order to unlock the passage. And as you reach inside and pull, another section of the wall moves to the side, and 2 more pieces of the wall have been revealed. More script, more text, more designs and story, but not enough to tell what's going to happen yet. However, you notice that the Goristro shields his eyes for a second as the wall opens up and then readies himself to continue the fight. Grim, on your next turn, you will be able to attack, okay? And that concludes our first round. Yasin. As you hear these roars and kind of the ground rumbling, you wake up in a jolt.
Good.
And there is a nurse who is over you, this female elf, who just kind of puts a hand on your chest and goes, "Easy, easy. You've gone through a lot. Just take it easy, okay? Get up slowly."
Okay. I'm good.
She lets her
What
hand.
was that?
I don't know what that was. There's some sort of a battle happening outside. There was fire raining down from the sky that's been hitting the battlements outside. And here we're pretty safe. It would take a lot of damage for the castle to crumble in this far, but I heard a roar. Something that sounded like it came from the Triforce chamber. I don't know. It's. I think we're safe here. I think we're okay.
I guess I asked the nurse, does she know where my people are?
The ones who came with you, the other outsiders. Well, last that I knew, the queen had taken them into the chamber of the Triforce, and suddenly her eyes widen. She goes, "Oh my goddess, that's where the roar was coming from. Your people could be there. They might be in trouble. I don't know what's going on."
Yasin's just already like, well, getting out of the bed. And
As you get up and look around, your weapons are right next to you. You can easily grab those and suit up as you will. You notice that your shirt's been opened up a little bit, and there's some bandaging across it, but again, easily to kind of put all that back on. But right next to you,
So modest.
right next to you, you see this Eric Cochran, a bird folk blue. Next to him is this glorious bow that is just amazing with its winged formation shape to either end. The Eric Cochran himself looks like he's in bad shape. He's bandaged. His breathing is irregular. For anyone who knows, this is Rivali, who is next to you in a medical tent, in the medical bed.
Hey, Rivali.
You are welcome to talk to him if you wish, or to the nurse about him.
He wants to have another bromance.
I want that bow. Is Rivali able to speak, or do I just need to go ahead and talk to? Oh well, you just said. I go over to Rivali and
As
question him about what happened to him. To kind of fill in the blanks that I have.
As you do, the nurse comes up to you and goes, he hasn't regained consciousness since we brought him in. He came in around the same time you did. He's got similar scarring on him. Whatever was happening outside, the energies, the magic, the fire, I think he took a lot of it, hopefully defending others. Hopefully, who knows? It's Rivali. I could use your help with him. It's only me down here, and it takes more than one person to treat his wounds. If you're willing to help, I could use it. If you need to go for your friends, I understand.
Oh shoot. He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. I guess I stay. I offer to help the nurse any way I can, so that we can try to. I want to recruit the Birdman.
Great. I could do. And so she kind of starts to list out everything that she needs. She needs help with bandages. She needs help with getting certain salves. Basically, you're going to be her assistant as she does all the work. What I want you to do is give me a straight D20 roll. We're going to see how many rounds of combat it takes you to help Rivali to get back into fighting form.
15.
Wow, you just matched it, so I'll give it to you. I said it at 15. Nice job. It will take you only one round of combat. One round of combat, and Rivali will be conscious and in a fighting shape. After that, you can talk to him. So, let's move back to combat.
Rivali's
It's so sad because I love this music, and yet you're making it sad for me. So
I know, right? Round 2. We're at the top of the list. Back to Nimriani Sakuv. My dear, what are you going to do to this Gorisha as he just bellows and roars around you?
I'm not okay with that. No.
Was that a sound effect?
No, that was me. I got a little toilet
I
paper.
was wondering if that was you or a sound effect for a minute. I was like,
I still have my staff around his neck, though, right?
Yeah, which at this point is kind of more around his nose, if you will, as you were kind of moving and shifting around. It's kind of gotten up into that nasal region.
Give me a pig nose. Could I still be on if I took this stupid thing out? Oh, just to remember, Estrella, you have crumbs. You have crumbs. Sorry.
Yeah, Crumbs never came back yet.
So she has
You
crumbs.
stole her rat.
He trusts me.
roll for crumbs to help you. Pull the
Crumbs.
Anything's possible.
It's possible. He's pretty handy. Okay. I want to try to move my staff out, but I want to stay on top of him
Okay.
because it's not really doing me any good on his nose.
All right.
And I'm going to do a flurry of blows with my staff. And I want to aim them at his eyes.
Okay.
Trying to, disable him a little bit.
Give me a dexterity check with disadvantage. It could be like, give me athletics. Give me an athletics check.
I do better at acrobatics. Ugh. So not 20 out of 10 plus 5.
Okay, that'll just do it. You are able to position yourself with your movement and kind of get yourself with the staff up, and you're kind of riding his head right now.
I'm
You're just
surfing.
You've got kind of each foot lodged into the horns as he kind of moves around, and you're able to sort of feel him out, and you've got a pretty good balance up there. Go ahead and make for your flurry of blows. Let's see if you can. You're trying to blind him.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a +8 to hit. So this is not with disadvantage, right?
Correct. Normal throws.
All right, 18 plus 8.
That'll hit.
And then that is 1d6 plus 5 damage for each hit?
Mhm.
Okay.
It's a flurry of blows, right? So how many
Yeah,
blows
it's
is it?
2.
Like 2? Yeah.
So 1 to each eye, pretty much.
Okay, one to each eye.
Okay, one's 6 plus 5, so 11.
Okay.
The other one's 3 plus 5, so 8.
Damage 11 and damage 8. So with each of these 2 hits, you just kind of bring the staff down, almost making a figure 8 with it. Just 1, 2, and you recenter yourself, the staff kind of being in the middle of his head. He takes these 2 hits, and you just roaring out in pain.
That didn't happen. That did
you
not
fell off.
That did not happen.
You might not be able to balance
I
that way.
can do it. Let me do it. There.
You watch. Damn. Okay, there she is. He blinks,
Ta-da!
and you watch him kind of like squint a little bit, and you have to ride with that motion. He's not blinded yet,
But I gave him some damage.
you
so
can
it's
see kind of tears well up in his eye, and you just hear him go, "This won't work. I'll get you off, you little bug." Is there anything else you want to do on your turn? Any other movement you want to take? Or are you going to ride the
I'm
wave?
gonna ride the wave. Let's go
Riding
for it,
the
man.
wave. All right. That will conclude your turn.
I want
Moving
to
on.
stay up here as much as possible.
Kieran, you are next.
I'm literally face to face with Ganon, right?
Correct.
Ganondorf, technically, not Ganon. Ganon's in the other
Yes.
realm. Kieran is kind of like going to stabilize himself standing up after taking the slashes. He's going to lift his hand up, staring straight at Ganondorf, and he's going to use Dissonant Whispers as his cosmic eye glares. And he's going to use it at 4th level. You whisper a dissonant melody that only one creature of your choice can within range can hear. Sorry, reading. They'll take 3d6 psychic damage,
Ooh.
and +1 for each level above. Level 2, you can't cast up below. You can only cast up to below the level that you are. So 4 per level. So he'll take 5d6, and if I want him to move, if he succeeds a wisdom saving throw, then he doesn't have to move where I have to move him, and he takes half damage.
All right. What is the wisdom save?
Wisdom save is a 16.
Okay.
Ooh, that's pretty high.
Let's see.
At 4th level, it's pretty high.
That is a nat 20. It's right there.
Oh my god.
You're not allowed to have this anymore. I'm just
Don't take away my dice. So go ahead and roll damage, and let's half it.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. So I'm doing 5d6 damage. It's still a lot of damage.
A lot of damage.
9, 18, 21 psychic damage.
Okay. And then half that.
Half that, so that is 15 and
Okay,
a half.
We'll do 11. I'll do 12. I'll round it up to 12 since it's like 11 and a half.
Okay.
We'll go 12 with it.
Okay.
So it's 12 damage. So as you kind of just reach out and just try to give Ganon everything that you have, Ganondorf, you watch him lean into this wave of psychic energy, and you see like bits of him start to like smoke a little bit as he takes the hit, and he just goes, Oh, give me more. The best you can do. And he steals himself for another attack.
Get in there.
Kieran is also going to use his bonus action to pull his hand back and Misty Step Link and myself 30 feet behind him.
Okay, and you can do that. So in one motion, as he leans towards you, all of a sudden you reach out to Link, who is just 5 feet away, and transport yourself both to the other end of the room. And you are, give or take, 30 steps behind him. The room's not quite so big. So yeah, there we go.
The goal with this is to get Link in the most optimal position to be able to get an advantage attack on Ganon.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
And just the Dissonant Whispers is not a cantrip. Misty Step is, so I can use Misty Step again, but I can't use Dissonant Whispers again.
Cool. All right, and that will conclude your turn. Moving on to Grim. Grim, are you choosing to attack?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Let's see what you got.
I'm using
him up, Bruce.
spells.
That
What do you want to use? What do you want to use?
I'm gonna use Chill Touch.
Okay.
kill
This is a cantrip.
Yes. It says you create a ghosty skeleton hand in the space of the creature within range.
Puts my shawl back around.
To make a ranged spell attack against the creature to assail it with the chill of the grave.
Nice.
On
Okay.
the target takes for me 2d8 of necrotic damage.
Oh, nice. Necrotic damage. Okay, so you
And
have
it can't
to.
regain the hit points until its next turn.
Cool. So we can't heal. Excellent. So what I want you to do is go ahead and make an attack roll. You have to break his AC. So make sure you're using your spell, your attack modifier. There'll be a number next to your attack.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So go ahead and roll a d20. Add that number to it. Let's see if you can break this guy's AC.
And I take the lower.
No, you take you only roll one time for this, and just take the number. Take the higher if you roll twice. It's fine.
18.
That does not break. That's a hard hit. So as you reach out and this skeletal hand goes for the Goristro, he just watches it and he just and moves his hands to break it. And this chill touch just dissolves and he just stares right at you. And you can see these red eyes just glowing and you feel his anger and hatred. You can just bet your ass you're going to be the next target of his attack. That was a good try. That was a powerful roll. I'll let you all know it's a 19. 19 is his AC. You were one under that,
Do
Grim.
you want to move or anything?
He's
Yep,
just
you
like,
can still move if you want, or you can stay put, or what do you want to do?
It's actually only 2 and 3.
You're right over here.
Okay, I think I'm going to move in between him and Estrella.
Okay, I like that. And so you do. And you just kind of like run and just kind of do this little slide right there and just prepare yourself basically to be the block between the Goristro and Estrella.
Yeah, she's working on the puzzle. She can't be dealing with that.
Thanks, Tommy.
All right. Next up is Link in the rotation. Link will be next. And again, once again, as you Misty Step, and Link just launches himself at Ganon. And again, being behind him, Link now has advantage on his strikes. And he's going to go for 2 more slashes with his crystal sword that he has. And I'm just going to roll them here because it's just so much damn easier. So first one.
Link, go, Link, go.
It's a 13. That unfortunately will not break. Next hit.
Come on, Link.
Next hit does. And so he will get 1 point of damage here. But here's the fun thing. That was a 7, so it's 14 points of damage. Since Ganondorf is weak to radiant damage, Link's hits are doubled. So that 7 turns into a 14. And you just watch as Link is running, and Ganon is just barely able to turn in time to block the first slash, but Link intended that as a feint, and he dips underneath and just comes in to stab right into Ganon's side. And the hit is deep, and he pulls out, and Ganon takes a step back and just stares at the two of you, and you know he's pissed off. So 14 points of damage. The fight is just beginning.
I'm waiting for this
Is there, Chris, is there any way that Link and I can relay the radiant damage information to the team to see if they can find any kind of radiant damage or radiant objects?
You can. Roll Arcana.
Okay.
With disadvantage, unfortunately. But give me an Arcana.
16?
That'll do. Who do you want to reach? Who are you talking to?
Who's most likely? I'm actually going to reach out to Estrella because she's working on the puzzle piece and might have some connection to maybe something radiant around here locationally. Like, look for anything radiant. Here's what it does. This is a little bit about what's happening in the past. It's not going well. Help. No, it's I'm just kidding. It's fine. No time for jokes. Hook us up and find radiant stuff.
So Estrella, you know that, of course, radiant, light-based magic. Your character should have some radiant energies. It'll do double damage. Radiant will do double damage against all of Ganon's forms, so the Goristro, Ganondorf, anything else that he can throw out. And you have noticed, both you and Grim, that the wall, he tends to shy away from the opened wall. And he brought up his hand for a split second as the new piece was revealed. It did kind of sort of blind him a little bit. So those are the hints that you have. Tying that in together with what Kieran just told you. I imagine you tell that to the group?
Yes.
There it is. And so the entire group is now aware of what happens. Radiant damage, people. Radiant damage is your friend.
I don't have any of that shit.
All right, Melissa, let's swap off this round if you're cool with that. You gonna work on the puzzle so I can do something?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the next round.
All right.
Radiant sounds like light, and I don't think I have light magic.
Nope, that is light magic.
Doesn't mean you can't hurt him, but you know.
Next up in the turn is the Goristro, and yes, Grim, he coming for your ass. So,
do I have to roll to stay on top?
he is going to go for one of his stronger hits. It's a gore. So he is going to. Who? What? Where?
Can you turn the camera?
Oh yes, turns the camera. She wants to see herself get gored. So since you have placed yourself between Estrella and the Goristro, he is just, you watch his hooves, and you hear this bellowing roar, die! And he runs at you. Let's see if he can break your AC. With this hit, he rolls a 30. That's definitely going to break anybody's AC on the planet.
What the fuck?
He has a plus 13. This dude is a plus 13. He ain't no joke.
He's got to roll nat ones or something. Jeez.
So that breaks. I'm so sorry. This move does 7d10 plus 7 piercing damage.
Holy, that's a player killer.
Shit, bro.
That's 56 points of damage
What?
in one strike. Grim, as this creature runs towards you, and you've moved to position yourself in front of Estrella, and you are not backing down because, by damn, you will protect her. You take this creature head on, and he just rams his horn into you, and all of you watch as Grim is lifted off the ground and then boom, slammed back in as he brings his head down. And Grim is unconscious and making death saving throws right now. On her first turn, she will make her first death saving throw. She is unconscious. 3 failed death saving throws, and Grim will die.
Can I cure wound someone while they're doing death saving throws?
Not cure wounds. You have to spare the dying or something along those lines.
Okay. Okay.
Cure wounds heals a wound on someone who isn't dead. Spare the dying or the same thing that you used on Seth. That's the kind of stuff you need to bring someone back from this.
Shit. Okay.
All right. And that will be the Garistro's turn. Nim, I want you to make give me an acrobatics check with disadvantage to see if you stay on his head.
Dirty 20.
That'll do. And so you, again, you watch this happen, and you almost see Grim's face as the head brings up, and you just watch her, and you can see the life drain from her eyes, and then phoom, everything catches back up, and Grim is lifeless below you. That will conclude the Goristro's turn. It is now to Ganondorf.
Here's like, boop, 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 boop. Yasin, get your ass in there right now.
After this one,
After this one, yep. Him and Rivali will be up and ready to fight.
Birdman, come with me.
Ganondorf is going to look at Link and is going to make 2 attacks against him. Since Link is the one doing all of the damage, he is going to start messing with him. And so he's going to go for his 2 attacks here. Let me bring those up. All right, so this guy has, in fact, Ganon's so pissed off, he's actually going to do 2 punches. And he's just going to try and boom, boom, because Link is in tight. So his unarmed strikes are a plus 15 to hit with a 5-foot reach. Sweetie, could you move Link in front of Ganondorf, please? That is oh, I actually have to look at that one. He rolled a 2, so it's 17. The first one does not hit. All right. All right, Link. Oh, shit. 2 twos. Ganon goes for 2 punches, and you just watch Link dodge once, dodge twice, and he just smiles at him and is ready for the next round. Ganon is actually taken aback, and his rage is just dripping and seething in this moment. And that will conclude Ganondorf's turn.
Good.
We now move on to Estrella.
All right, I'm running to Grim. I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying.
Okay. That'll bring Grim up to 1 point of HP.
Oh gosh, I can't really do anything else. I'm just gonna kind of position myself between her and him. I got my shield on me. Yo, you have 1 hit point. Don't shake your head at me.
Okay, but I'm gonna die.
Well,
Why would you die?
That's her choice. So you move between.
I know.
Put you right underneath the Garistro's head.
Yeah.
And you are up. You are bleeding. There is a gaping hole in your stomach that has been stitched just a little bit by this, but you are barely able to stand. Your legs are buckling, but you are up, and you are ready for action. 1 point of HP. Y'all might want to think of sucking on a health potion or something, whatever you got.
Thanks, girl.
I got you.
Yeah, blood.
We just small
Like-
Estrella, is there anything else you want to do? You've moved, you've healed. That's pretty much all you can do. All right.
I can't do anything else.
That is your turn. We cut over to Yasin. Yasin, you can hear all of these wars, the hits. You hear this giant, like, boom, 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 and just ah! And you can hear Grim just kind of cough her last breath for a hot second. You hear all of this damage, but you are focused, and you and the nurse are able to get Rivali not only conscious, but feeling pretty good. And he kind of blinks his eyes, and the one thing that you weren't able to do was save his plume. He took so much damage that the plume on top of his head was just ripped clean off. He's lacking a bit of that.
Old birdie, no.
He's
baby.
and the first thing that Rivali does when he wakes up, and he's like, huh, huh, and he like reaches for his hand. He goes, "Oh,
My hero.
damn, that's bad. Wow." And he looks at you and he goes, "I think I'm indebted to you for saving my life. But it's kind of hard to tell with the way you're
Yes.
right now."
Yes, we're cashing in right now. Bodies are hitting the floor. We gotta go. Grab your bow.
Right, combat, of course. I didn't think it'd be ended that quickly. He reaches over, grabs his bow. "My name is Rivali." Looks at you expectantly.
my name is Captain Yawson, and I am with a group, and we need help.
"Say no more, Captain. Lead the way." Actually, he turns to the nurse. "Where's this all coming from?" And you hear her go, "I'm pretty sure it's in the chamber of the Triforce," and you just hear him curse under his breath. And he goes, "Fine, all right. Then you, Yawson, follow me." And he just, and this boy is quick. And so the two of you, you barely keeping up with him, takes you down a couple of corridors, turns left, turns right, and then makes it into the chamber. And as you come in, you step in just in time to watch Grim get back up as Estrella has cast Spare the Dying, and you see Grim with this hole in her stomach. You see the way that she's weak. Nim is on top of the Garistro. Kieran and Link are nowhere to be found, and Estrella is between the Garistro and Grim. I'm going to give you and Rivali one free action before rolling into initiative. So, Yasin, what would you like to do with your free action? It can literally be anything. It can be attack. It could be, defending someone, grabbing his attention, whatever you want to do. There is water in the chamber. There is just letting you know, there's a fountain there. There's water. You can do so.
Water. I'm going to
Look at Rivali's sheet. Okay, cool. I know exactly what he's gonna do.
I'm going to use my item Mark of the Sea and try to smack Ganon.
All right, let's lay some smack down.
Bitch slap him.
Are you looking to just hit him with the water? Are you trying to drown him? You trying to do what specifically do you want to do with this water?
Drown him? I don't think I can drown him because we're in a bigger room. Damn, that's not a lot of water. I think I want to first try to get Nim off. Try to yell at Nim to get off. Maybe that will work. And then I kind of want to smack. I want to just try to hit him into the wall.
Okay, hit him into the wall. Cool.
With water?
Yeah.
The water.
I mean, I'd have to on my turn, but.
I mean, if you want, you can get off. I'll give that free action to you since his free action involves you moving if you want to, or you can roll to stay on.
No, I was planning on getting off anyway, but I'm gonna get off in front of Estrella.
You're not gonna go for the Legolas moment? Right in the
Write it down, man.
that still only counts as one.
Yes.
To
Like
stay on?
It'd be acrobatics or athletics to stay on.
Nah, go for it, man. I'll stay up here.
Okay, she's gonna stay on. I want you to give me 2 d20 rolls. You're gonna get into a strength battle against this creature to see if you can actually force him back. I'm letting you do this doubled because of the adrenaline of running into this room, and just in a split second, you reach for the water, and all of your energy goes into this. Tell me what your number is.
Okay. So I'm adding the two.
Add them together. Yeah. Have fun.
All right. 13. Okay, so 22.
It's close. I'll give it to you. He is a strong creature, but you take this water and just throw it up against him. Now, his strength outmatches yours. He's a 25, but against a 22, he starts to slide back. Give me a acrobatics or athletics, whichever one's higher, with disadvantage. It's a low number to beat. Just beat a 10.
Okay. Well, 8 plus 4.
Yep, that'll do.
12.
So with the 12, Nim, it's easy for you to stay on. This Gorisha is trying to fight against the water, but he just gets thrown back slowly, just scraping the ground until he makes it all the way back to basically where he started. A good distance away from Estrella and Grimm, at least in this chamber. You cause no damage. Since this move was underneath his strength, it's high enough to move him, but not high enough to cause any damage. So you did kind of get yourself in that. Where do you want to position yourself in the fight as you run in? Next to Estrella, in front of her, where are you going?
I think I want to get in front of Grimm and Estrella too.
Okay. And there we are. So all opportunity of attacks come through you. Rivali watches you throw out this water wall, and he's like, "Oh fuck yeah, excellent!" You watch him rush in, and he kind of flies up to where Grimm is, seeing that she's damaged, and he puts a hand on your shoulder, Grimm, and he goes, "Ah, the name's Rivali. Who are you?" As he says, casting
I was gonna just look at him and just let the blood run down my face.
That explains it all. And he is going to cast Cure Wounds, which he can do as a ranger. He is a ranger, and he heals for 7. So that brings Grimm up to 8 HP. It ain't great, but it's something. So there is that. And that is Rivali's
We're coming back.
Actually, no. Cancel that. 10. He's going to do 10 points of healing because I'm going to cast it at 2nd level. So that'll be 10, so it's 11. You're at 11. You are at 11. Second level spell, because why not? Okay, and that is both of their free turns. Yasin, go ahead and roll, and I'm going to roll for Rivali, and let's see where the two of you fall in this. What is this?
Haha, 23.
What the hell,
Same
man?
thing.
All right, I'll put you right above Nim.
Woo!
And then that is a 6 for Rivali. And that puts him 3rd to last. Not bad
6?
at all. It's a 6, yep. So now I can go to here and give you a... Excellent. All right, so Yasin, it is back to your turn. We are at the top of the rotation as you came in. No one has touched the doodah, so we still have a few more rounds of that puzzle to go. But Yasin, you are up. What do you wish to do?
I want to. I've still got my Mark of the Sea going, so I just want to.
Waterboard him.
yeah, water. Let me see. Let me read my little thing here. Yeah, I just kind of want to hit. I'll just go at him again with the huge water tentacle, and just if I can't do any damage, at least give us some breathing room.
He is about as far back as he's going to go. This room is a circle. So you have pushed him against the far wall. This place is like 30 feet or less across. All of you could make the full distance in one of your movements. So your best bet would be to move in to attack him in some way or to goad him into keeping his eye on you.
Well then scratch that, and I'll do my classic triple hit.
Triple hit. All right. Roll to break his AC. Let's see how many hits will do that.
What's my attack? What do I have? Probably, if I'm not here. Okay. 1 second.
Yep. So you're going to add your weapons modifier
Yep.
to that roll.
Okay, so it's right. So
Yeah, your plus to hit.
Mm-hmm.
your plus to hit is.
Ow.
Yep. So your scimitar is a +7.
I got an 11. Not gonna do
Wow,
it.
man,
So it's 18.
with a. Okay, so then 18. So 11 plus 7, right?
Oh no, I had a 4 plus 7.
Okay, so the first hit. Okay, you got 2 more. Got to beat a 19.
Okay.
Remember, 3 hits you're doing.
True. It's been a while. God dang. Is this really where I'm going right now? God. So I got 5 plus 7 and then 6 plus 7. So 12 and 13. Not
So
going well.
So as you rush in to try and do some damage on the Garistro, again, you're still healing from your wounds, and he's just stepping back. You're just vroom, vroom, vroom. He just kind of takes a small step back, and you miss those 3 hits, but you are right in front of him, and you have at least got this big boy's attention, and he is definitely looking down at you, readying for his next attack.
Me and Nim, we're working on it. We're bromancing.
All right, so that will
Melissa.
conclude your turn. Yes, Melissa.
I do have a question. How tall is he?
He is. That's an excellent question. I can tell you exactly how tall he is. Give me 1 second.
Very, very tall.
8'3".
Quite
loves
tall.
long
He is
walks on
actually
beach.
somewhere around 20 feet, give or take. So he is. I mean, yeah, he's
20 to 30.
yeah, he's within your range for most of what you're thinking of. Just remember, Nim's on top.
I know. Get off.
Nim, you're next
Okay, well I
with
am
Kieran
gonna,
on deck.
Can I have retroactively asked Jocelyn to back up?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm backing up.
He still has some movement left.
just a few feet back.
Sure.
I'm seeing that this is not like
Great being on top.
working, being on top anyway.
I mean, you haven't really gotten hurt.
No, she took
No,
a lot.
I took a lot of
Oh, you
damage.
did? Oh, yeah.
So I wanted him to make space for I
Yep.
want to flip down, land in front of him. And use another blast.
Okay, I want you to give me a, which is higher, acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics.
Give me acrobatics with disadvantage.
Okay. 13.
13. With the 13, you will incur his attack. So you have.
Okay, so I'm
Yep. You're sort of
opportunity of attack.
opportunity of
I got
attack.
it.
If you were higher than a 15, you would have dodged his opportunity of attack. So in this case, you have to take his opportunity of attack.
But he still has to hit me, right? Like,
Correct. He still has to hit you.
not that that's hard.
It's going to be a 6 plus 13, 19.
Yeah.
That hits. Okay, so it's just going to be 1 damage. So it's 1d8. 1d8. There's a 1. 1 plus 7, so 8 points of damage.
Oh god, thank god it was a 1.
Yeah, no, he's. Guys, when this guy swings and shit, like, people die. Just saying.
Do not get hit. That's why I'm staying my distance, y'all.
I want to, if I can.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how you want to count movement.
Your
for
gem is a
that.
bonus, and I'll count your gem as a bonus action as well, the way it functions.
Oh no, I just want movement.
Yeah.
For after I shoot the gem,
Yep.
I want to pretty much grab Yasin and back up the rest of my 45.
You can't grab Yasin and
I
do
can't
that.
grab Yasin. and do
Nope.
that. Okay.
Nope.
How much?
But you can move yourself to the position of Grim, and
I don't want anybody behind me. I mean, I want everybody behind me, not in front of me.
you'll have to wait for his turn.
Okay. I'll stand beside him, but yeah, I want to do the gem for the attack.
Okay, you're gonna do perfect strike
Yeah.
for another 50. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
15.
All right. What is it? Wisdom?
Yeah.
$13.
I'll give it to you.
Okay.
I'll give you that one. Taking you up now to 16 for your next saving throw, but you do not take a strike against this. You step back and you almost take control of the gem, grip around it, and you're like, not this time. And you shoot out this beam of energy straight lancing towards this creature. All of you, the room just lights up bright green for a split second, and you see another piercing shot go into his chest and then pop out the back with this roar of pain as the creature just and 50 points of damage. This is where it gets interesting, because this attack will affect Ganondorf in his area. You've reached a threshold. In case any of you are wondering, there is a threshold of damage that will affect the other side. Kieran and Link have not reached it just yet. Will that conclude your turn? You're gonna stay right by him, not gonna back up, right?
Right. I'm not gonna leave. No.
Okay.
I should, but I'm not going to.
You can see that the Garish. Yes, Melissa.
I was questioned, how far am I from Ganon?
You are exactly 5, 10, 15, about 20 from his foot, and about 30 from like the center of his body. All right, I like this smile. I want to see this damage you go out to unleash, because you get me all excited. All right,
but Kieran first.
But Kieran first. Kieran.
11 points, but I still got a plan.
Kieran, you're next with Grim. You're on deck. So, Kieran, what would you like to do?
Question.
You are technically behind Ganondorf right now, with Link kind of facing in front of him.
So I'll leave it to you to say yes or no on this. I have a bunch of artificer class spells that I'm wondering if I have access to. I know we talked about the build of Kieran. You can totally say no if you want. Do I have access to those or not?
Hell yeah, man. Y'all need all the help you can get.
Okay.
As this round starts, as this moment, you see something happen with Ganondorf. Regardless of what Link has done to him, you just watch him kind of seize up in pain, and you watch him just and he is he's stunned. He is for one round unable to attack. This paralytic seizure on him, and you see Link look at you and look at Ganon and like shrug, but still stays at the ready.
I have a question. Does that count as being feared or frightened?
No, he
Okay.
is stunned, not frightened.
Dang.
I know what you're doing, but no, sir. All right.
No,
what do you
that's what I can have. I am going to keeping my distance. I'm going to kind of like tap into that, being in the astral plane. We're just going to kind of absorb that in myself. And it's probably going to cost me a little bit because I'm kind of maintaining the connection between the two realms. But I'm going to cast Ray of Sickness at 2nd level with the intention of it affecting both both entities.
Both entities. Okay. Read to me the properties of Ray of Sickness. Yeah, we can make this happen.
So, Ray of Sickness, greenish energy lashes out towards the creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack, blah, blah, blah. On hit, the target takes 2d8 plus, or 3d8 since it's second level.
Yep.
Poison damage. It must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it is also poisoned until the end of your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
So here's what we're gonna do. Roll to break with his AC with advantage on this attack. He is stunned right now. Since he is stunned, I will not allow him to make a saving throw. So this will poison him.
With advantage?
With advantage.
I got an 18 and a 20.
Then you take the 20.
I will take the 20.
You're gonna crit this. All right. Tell me your damage, and I'm gonna tell you what you can do with that damage.
I rolled it accidentally in there.
It's okay.
In the chat. I'll roll again though. So that'll be 3d8. Sorry, getting my guys here. So that is 10.
Okay, and then critted, that is 20.
20.
All right, so you have a couple of options. You can either choose to give Ganondorf the full 20. You can split it 10 and 10 across the realms, or you can choose to have the status effect of poison apply to only one of them. What would you like to do?
I'm going to harness the energy of time that is flowing through me and Link, and I'm going to utilize that channel to direct it to impact the other fight. So I want it to have a actual tangible impact.
Okay.
Almost like a stunning or a weakening effect in the future.
Okay.
So basically I'll take the lesser reaction and give it to them.
All right, so then I will allow you to transfer 20 points of damage through time to the Garistro. Ganondorf will be poisoned. Okay, and you do that. This energy lances out through you, and Ganon you watch him seize and become paralytic as this ray of sickness travels through him. But in the other realm, with Grim, Nim, Yasin, Rivali, and Estrella, you watch the Goristro just glow green. And for a second, you all think this might have been from Nim's gem. But you see boils start to kind of pop on his skin and ooze. And this necrotic, poisonous damage spreading across his shoulders and chest. And he roars out in pain and takes 20 points of damage from that. That's actually quite a nice hit. While Ganon may not take any damage, Ganon is poisoned, and he will be poisoned for 2 rounds of combat. Does it say what the damage die is for his poison, or should I just make it up?
You can make it up. I'll just say that.
All right, let's get fun with this. He's already been stunned. Let's get out the bone dice. He will take 10 points of poison damage on this round from that.
Also, I'm going to, as my bonus action in my movement, I'm going to get that axe and get as far away from him again as possible.
Yeah, you can easily do that. So you bounce over here, get the axe. That's about 5-10 feet. And then you go 5, 10, 15, 20. And that puts you right at the very edge of the fight with him.
Sweet.
All right, and you have your axe back. Nice turn. Well done. Grim, you are next. 11 points of health left. Grim, what you gonna do? Lay it on me.
Okay, so with what I can muster up, I'm gonna make a beeline for him.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put my hand on, where would I be? His kneecap?
Me?
You can reach his knee. You could reach his junk. You could reach his foot. I mean, what you gonna grab?
Rip his dick off.
We're gonna go for the pain because.
Yeah, you can do that. Yep. You can go for the pain. I had a character lodge his swords into a dragon's testicles, man. I've been up there. Let's go.
He's seen something. Yeah, just.
All right.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Vampiric touch.
Yes. All right. So
The
this-
edge lady is back.
all right. How much you taking? How does this work? Read me vampiric touch.
Okay, so vampiric touch is my wraith shadowed hand can siphon life force from others and heal your wounds.
Yep.
Making a melee spell attack against a creature within your reach.
Yep.
On a hit, the target takes 3d6 of necrotic damage, but 1 for every level up. So I get. Oh no. I get
What level?
1 up every level I go. From using a spell slot of 4 level or higher, damage increases by 1d6 each slot level above 3rd. So I get 8 d6s of damage to him.
That sounds like a little high. I'm not sure about the 8d6s.
Okay.
Let me.
What would be the right one then?
I'm gonna go
He's
give it.
gonna go look.
I'm
at
gonna give
it.
it a quick check. If it's
Insta-dead.
8, I'm gonna give it a check. See.
What level are you?
I
Doing
thought
it
I
at?
was 7, no? Yeah, I'm 7.
No. But
No,
the
no.
spell.
That's the spell level. The spell level matters.
Oh, it's
First
4.
level.
So this is a.
Oh.
So it's a 3rd level spell. So underneath vampiric touch, I can see this is a 3rd level spell that you have.
I thought it meant me.
No, it's the
The
spell.
spell. You can cast it at a 4th level. I do see that. You can do vampiric touch at a 4th level, and that would be 4d6s plus 8.
Oh, I read that completely wrong.
That's okay.
Okay.
It's the spell's level versus your level. I'm like,
So
damn.
It can be
Oh,
confusing.
okay. I was like, how did I fuck that up so bad?
That's okay. No, that's a good move to do. So here's what you got to do. I want you to roll with advantage to break this guy's
AC.
AC. So you're going to be adding a +8 to hit. Roll twice. This guy is stunned right now. He's stunned from the damage that's been that crossed the threshold. So
I get my number, then I plus 8.
yep,
28.
you got a 20. Damn, you crit. Okay, so that you got a nat 20, girl. That's all you need to tell me. That means you crit this. So here's what you get to do. I want you to roll 4d6s. Add your +8. That's your spell attack modifier. Add that to it. Double that number. Because it's a critical hit.
So I get 4 d6s plus 8, then double it.
Yep.
She's coming back for revenge. She's like, you killed me. I'm going back from the grave.
He goes from
I'm coming for him, man. And
this
she
one, my name is Grim.
This is why they call me the Grim Mistress. It's okay if you have to use a calculator. I've been there.
I don't know the damage to this. So
46!
46. Holy shit. Okay, so that brings Grim back to full life, by the way.
Hey.
Oh, yes.
Holy shit.
No.
Damn.
Wow.
Grim, from the brink of death, having literally crossed the plane for a split second,
She's like, not.
rushes forward,
Yeah, that's like-
reaching up with her metal arm to just grab hold of this Goristro's nuts
Yes, the metal arm.
and casting Vampiric Touch, critting for 46 points of damage.
Oh,
Ganondorf felt that.
try me. Try to kill me
It's
again.
like, oh,
Link just watches as Ganondorf screams for no reason. Oh! Why?
bosses me. The
Kieran and
door.
Link are
Give me a
like-
minute. Give me a minute.
Goristro noticeably screams and roars, even in his stunned state. And he kind of brings his legs in together and kind of
Crying.
and there are literal tears falling down his face, but more importantly, you can all visibly see that he is hurting right now. He's got fight left in him, but that move did some serious damage. So between Nim's 100 points, Grimm's 46 points, and Kieran transferring 20 points through time, Goristro's feeling it. Okay? I'll let you know where you're at. Goristro's feeling it. Damn, that ends your turn, right? Like, you just... Shit.
Yeah, I'm good now. I got health back.
You're back to full.
DPS over there. DPS.
Literally, you're back to full. The Goristro's stunned because of what Kieran did, transferring that over. So his turn is null and void. We are passing his turn, and we're going to Link. Then we'll go to Rivali. So, Link looks at you, Kieran, and grins like he knows exactly the game that you're playing. And so Link is going to attack, but he's going to use one of his superiority die, and he is going to use where are you? Goading attack. He is going to do goading attack against Ganondorf to make sure that if he attacks anybody else, meaning you, it's always going to be with disadvantage. And so Link is going to roll to break this bastard's AC. The first one does. That is an 18 plus 6. That'll break Ganondorf's AC on the first hit. And an 8 plus 6 will not do it. But that's okay. He gets his goading attack in. So Link goes into slash once with this radiant damage. And that comes up as a 9, but we double that because it's radiant damage. And so it is 18 points of damage as Link just slices into Ganondorf, and we get that 18. Whew, whew. And you can see that if you could see through time, the Goristro and Ganondorf look the same. The way they breathe, the way they protect certain vital parts, the blood, the way that they're bleeding. These two are neck and neck with where their health is. The two battles are very equal. Well done. And that will conclude Link's turn. Next, we move to Rivali. And Rivali looks like, I was going to heal. Oh, that's one way to do it. Oh, that's wrong. That is so wrong. Wow.
That's
okay. But trying to keep with this stun action going with the Goristro, we are going to get he can do 2 attacks, and he is going to use his bow, and he is going to cast 2 second level spells, his last 2 that he has, for ensnaring strike. He is going to try and make sure that this Goristro is rooted in place and cannot move. And you just hear kind of Rivali call out, I hope this doesn't hit any of the rest of you, but I don't really care right now! And he just lets off his first arrow fly.
Dang.
And let's see if he can break the AC on Ensnaring Strike. He doesn't actually need to. This is a DC save, but the creature is stunned, so it cannot make a DC save. So Ensnaring Strike will hold. He is going to take a measly 3 points of damage because, hey, it's Rivali. What do you expect? But I'm not a Rivali fan, by the way. But 3 points of damage is 3 points of damage. The more important thing is the effect of Ensnaring Strike. So on a failed save, this creature is going to thorns and stuff are going to spread out from this attack, and it's going to be held in place and restrained. It will have to make another DC throw on its next turn to try and see if it can break this snare, but you watch as the arrow just hits into the ground, and from it thorns and snares just kind of reach up and grab him and just pin him back. And when the Goristro wakes up, he is pinned to the ground by these snares and vines. Basically, you have another round where there's not much that he can do. And that will end. It's Rivali's first attack. Since it cleared, he's going to do one more spell attack on him. And he's going to do... No, actually, he's going to do this. Yep. He's going to cast Protection from Good and Evil. And he's going to cast this on Estrella. He's going to look at Estrella and go, I take it, by the way, you're on the back, that you must be the healer of the group, are you not?
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. Here, maybe this one.
Puzzle.
Yeah, that's me.
And he just reaches out a wing and touches you and casts this. This is his last second spell slot that he can use. So you are granted protection, because I imagine you are willing, against either aberrations, celestials, elemental, fae, fiends, and undead. This creature falls into a fiend category, and so you'll be protected. What that means is that if the creature makes an attack roll on you, it is done with disadvantage. You also cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Nice.
So you feel this energy just kind of merge with your own, and you gain a sense of these benefits. And Rivali goes, all right, love, I think you're good to go. Time for the hero to go into this fight. And you just watch him use his movement to thrust himself forward and to stand right next to Yasin. And basically everyone now is forming a line between you and this creature. And that will conclude Rivali's turn. Next up after Rivali, we have Ganondorf, who is stunned, so we'll pass him as well. And moving on to Estrella, your turn.
Apparently I wrote Ganondorf instead of Ganondorf.
He takes offense. Greatly.
Vicious mockery. I was gonna do shit, but they're doing shit. I'm gonna keep going with the puzzle.
And you do so. You rush forward to this fountain and just turn a couple more of these circles. You hear a click in place and you rush back and open up the third wall. As you do, the Garistro, this wakes him up from his stun, but he wakes up in pain. And again, he tries to shield his eyes from the light now that half of the room has opened up. There are 3 more panels left. And you just see him turning from the light, but he is ensnared. He cannot move just yet. Whew. And that will conclude Estrella's turn. Round 4, we are up to Yasin at the top of the pack with Nim on deck.
Good play, so I don't need to do the thing that I was going to do. I guess I'm just going to try to whittle him down and just do my triple strike.
All right, 3 strikes. Make them with advantage. He is immobilized. He's ensnared right now.
Oh, yeah.
You have to beat a 19. You have 6 tries to beat a 19, basically.
6 tries to beat. And add 7. That's right. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, fuck yeah.
So I got. Yeah, I rolled 6 times. Make sure. Oh, nice.
Nat 20.
Okay. One of the strikes is nat 20. Excellent. Did he get 2?
That was 2 in a row.
All right.
That was
I
2
did.
from my pretty little iridescent dice.
I did.
So the first-
I rolled 10, 25, 19, 9, and then 2 natural 20s. So you think.
All right, so you break all 3 hits. 2 of those are critical, so 2 of them get doubled. The Greastro's sweating right now. All right, Yasin, give me your attack damage. So remember to double double 2 of them on that number.
Okay.
And then you double. Yeah, roll 3 and then double.
Is it a D8?
No, that's not a D8. This. Okay, roll all 3 of those and then double 2 of them.
Okay, so I double, so I have 14, 8, and 2. So 24? 14, 8, 22.
Yeah, it's like 24. Nice. That is... we have crossed another threshold in the Garistro fight. So with that, Yasin, you rush in, and you're just slicing at this guy's knees. But the first one's at the knee. The second 2, you see a weak spot. Just a little area that's kind of open there. And you just... and kind of slice in the same place that Grim was squeezing earlier. And those 2 crit out. And you just watch this creature just... and that 24 damage sinks in deep. That reverberates through time, literally this time. And you watch Ganondorf just drop to one knee and go, and Kieran, from your vantage point, you can see a cut just appear across his face that nobody left. And you're just watching more blood pour down. And Ganon is breathing heavy and is again stunned for one more rotation from crossing this threshold. The Garistro is in pain. He's looking rough. He wants to kill somebody. And maybe on his next turn he can. Yasin, does that conclude your turn? Are you going to move or are you going to stay put? Anything else you want to try to do with that?
Let's see. We're all kind of on this one side of the room. Yeah, I'm going to stay put.
Okay, and that ends your turn. Next up, we have Nimriani with Kieran on deck.
So Nim's looking pretty rough at the moment. So she doesn't actually want to attack. She wants a moment to breathe for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to yell, "Hey, Ganon! What's a big pig with no nuts?" And then she's going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on him.
Oh, no. Okay, so how does this work?
It is you have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Your turn. And if he fails, he is knocked prone and he cannot get up for the duration of the spell.
What's the DC? What do I gotta be?
I don't know. You roll first. I'll tell you. I'm just kidding.
Wisdom.
It's a 12.
12. Okay, but I'm gonna do it with disadvantage because he's
stunned right
he's
now.
stunned and held tight and all that jazz. So okay. Sheesh. Okay. Oh damn! It's a 2. That's it. Oh god. First roll is a freaking 2. He's got a +1 to wisdom. He's not the smartest thing in the great.
Yep,
Okay.
So he is down. Like he is down. He is uncontrollably laughing,
No.
and he is knocked prone. He cannot get
Oh
up.
my gosh! You have humiliated my boy. How could you do? The place isn't big enough to knock him prone.
I mean,
Let's widen this out a little bit.
Just a little bit.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh man.
Just
My
move the
boy.
very important fountain.
It's okay. It's okay.
It shifts all of a sudden.
Don't worry about it, guys.
How long does this condition last? Like what could?
It says he has to re-roll each turn
Oh god. Okay,
to
fine.
to try, but it is a 1 minute. But I think like a round takes up to 10 seconds.
Yeah,
or
a
something
round is like
that.
6 to 10
so, like,
seconds, yeah.
He has 6 rounds. Technically.
Damn.
No,
you.
actually, it is only if he gets like wounded can he like roll to get.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, only if he gets wounded does he get to roll out of it. Otherwise, it lasts the duration.
Cool.
So if you guys want to spend time doing a puzzle,
He is poisoned, so he will, on his turn, gain poison damage and get a chance to roll out of it. So,
Still,
thanks,
little,
Kieran.
Little sad wisdom
Gives
boy.
my guy saving grace.
No.
Sheesh. Damn. Okay. As that concludes your turn,
Yep, I'm good where I am.
cool.
I'm kind of leaning up against the wall right now, like.
Rivali looks at you and goes, "Are you all right?"
I'm fine. I could do this all day. Oh.
Right, you don't look fine, love. On his next turn, he will try to heal you with some good berries. Kieran, you're up with Grim on deck.
Can I get a recap of what is going on between Link and Ganondorf right now? Because he's fallen down. Is he having any kind of reactions to the laughing?
No, not to the laughing. Ganondorf is stunned this round. He looks like he's racked in pain and just unable to
I
kind
want
of
to hear what
control.
him laughing sounds like.
Not his turn yet.
I know.
He's racked with pain. He can't stand up right now. And he's just gritting his teeth and looking up at Link and just, yeah, but he cannot stand this round. So he is stunned for this round.
I'm going to, how far I can't see the board with the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
How far am I away from him?
About 5, 10, 15, 20, about 25, give or take.
25? Okay. I'm gonna run with the goal of doing an unarmed strike with my knees.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my hatchet and my sword to like pin his neck down on the ground since he's kind of unstable and get him down
Okay.
even further. So he would have to like get up from being prone.
You're gonna make him prone. I like it.
But then I'm gonna slash my sword because I only have one slash after that across the back of his like neck where I saw that wound with the wounds.
All right. So go ahead and roll with advantage to break his AC.
So 1 and a 3.
Okay. So one of your movements won't work. Let's say it's for the sword. Let's see if you can knee him and get him down. Roll for that one.
All right, with disadvantage or advantage?
With advantage.
That's better. 17 and a 14. Plus, am I adding anything?
Yeah. Add your unarmed strike modifier.
Oh, gotcha. So that is 20. 14.
Okay. That'll do it. So at the very least, you rush forward and you are able to knee Ganon in the back, the way he's faced, and he falls prone. Roll damage for that knee. And as you do so, you put both your hatchet and sword kind of against his neck, and he is face down on the ground right now with you at his neck. What damage did he take from that?
5. With 1d6.
Not bad for just a knee, man.
Not bad. It's a good knee. Solid rock a knee. Just whack. And yeah, that will do. And Link looks at you approvingly. Next up, Grim.
Just woke up, so you remember you had a turn?
Yeah. So I have a question. Since I'm at full health, is there any way I could speed up the process of the machine?
Sure, you can use your turn to go ahead and unlock another wall.
Okay, let's do it.
Right.
What I gotta do?
Nothing. You just use your turn to do that, and so you rush forward towards the fountain, and just start to move some of the pieces around, waiting for another one to lock in place. And as you do, you make your way to the wall, pull the lever, and a fourth piece of the wall opens up. And again, on his back, laughing hideously, the Garistro also roars because another part of the wall is opened. There's only 2 more parts left to unlock on this wall.
That's what everyone can see him.
That will conclude Grim's turn. Next up is going to be Link. And Link just has this look on his face like, and he comes up and he just wants to shield bash Ganon in the back of the head, and can do so with advantage. And he's going to do this twice with 2 of his attacks. And as he goes for this shield bash, it's 19, that'll break. And then once more for a second shield bash. That won't break, but it's okay. It's with advantage. So we roll again. And that will, 24. And the second one breaks. And so he just goes, boom, boom, on the back of his head. And then puts his foot, he uses his last turn to put his foot on between his shoulder blades, Kieran, so that the two of you are both holding him down. He is going to take 4 plus 3, so that's or 4 and 5, 9, doubled, another 18 points of damage done to the back of Ganon's head. And since his head hit the ground, I'm just going to throw in another, 6, damn. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. Another 6 points of damage for Ganon, bringing up that total to 15. Okay. And Ganondorf's nose, you hear it break in that second shield dash as his head just makes contact with the ground. And you hear this crunch. And in his state, you can just kind of see some blood oozing down the side of his cheek from the broken nose. And he just roars down there, unable to move. 2 people on his back. He is pissed. If he ever gets up, he's gonna try and kill one of you, but he's not getting up anytime soon.
Is the astral plane like that we're in reacting to like the energy that's keeping us here? Is that reacting to like this energy that he's giving off as his roar and stuff?
What you notice is not his roars affecting the astral plane, but every time you've watched him get stunned from what you imagine is damage from the other side, you will see almost a shockwave that ripples off of him and just kind of boom, and leaves the room. It looks dimmer. When you take a second to look around, the room does seem dimmer than it did before. And that will conclude Kieran and Link's turn. The Garistro, literally his turn is just nothing but
That's amazing.
and that's his turn. He does take some poison damage, with I improvised with 2d6s, which I should not have done, but hey, there we go. 6 points of damage he takes from that poison. And as such, since he took damage, he is able to try and break the 12 again. So let's see with this mighty +1 what he can do. Oh yeah, 13 + 1, 14. So this pain steals him for a moment. And he is able to control his laughter, but he is still ensnared. And unfortunately still prone, because it would take another turn he does not have in order to break out of this ensnaring strike. So he cannot do that on this turn. That will conclude his turn. Up next,
It worked for a little while.
it did. Up next is Rivali, and Rivali comes over to you, and he's like, your name, love.
Nim, nice to meet you.
Pleasure. All right, here, and he gives you some good berries.
Ooh.
And with that, he is going to roll a d6. It's 1 point, unfortunately, of healing damage. I'll be nice and just double it, so you get 2 points of damage. Better than
I'm up
nothing.
to 14, yay!
But there it
It's
is.
fine. All good, it's fine.
It's like, I'm sorry, love. Normally I can produce more berries in a turn. Give me a second. I can bring you up.
We're good. We're good.
And that will be
Get the giant pig.
and that'll be Rivali's action
Produce
for that.
Berries?
Good berries.
It's a magical thing. He can
summon berries,
summon berries
that are
They're
healing.
Healing berries.
Sus.
It's a ranger thing. That will conclude his turn. Next up is Ganondorf. Ganondorf cannot move right now. He's pinned. He's stunned. It will take his next turn to even try to get out of this. And you just hear him go, "If the two of you value your lives, you will release me and leave this realm immediately. My retribution will be swift and painful."
To us.
He just scared.
And that's the best
So-
he can do with his turn. That will
I have a
conclude.
response when it gets to my turn.
That will conclude Ganondorf's turn. Next up is Estrella. Estrella, what are you doing with your turn?
Oh, you're
Working on the puzzle.
Done. And again, you turn these levers and knobs and counterweights that you can start to feel with this fountain. Hear another click happen, rush towards it, and 5 walls are now open. None of you take the time to study the walls, but the light becomes blinding in this room, and the Garistro has to close his eyes to shield him from the pain that this is causing him. Kieran, in your realm, as this 5th door opens, you feel a shift where you are. And suddenly, you are looking not just at Ganondorf laying on the ground, but a larger demon creature, the Goristro, laying on the ground as well. You shift between seeing Link pinning him down and seeing these ensnaring vines pinning the Goristro. If you turn and look, you can see Grim and Nim and Yasin and this bird that you've never met before, and Estrella in the back running to pull levers. And the 2 realms are just starting to slowly fade in and out of each other. That will conclude Estrella's round. Round 5. We're on to Yasin.
well. Have we all noticed that Ganon, Garistro Ganon, like flinched at the light, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we can start. Are we able to start pushing him into it, or is he's still just going to be stuck?
Brah, I love your gusto. This is a big creature. This is like a 20-foot tall, like 2-ton monstrosity. You can certainly try to push him if you want, but I don't think you're gonna get far.
Yeah,
Move the light.
Let's see. What should I do?
Get your mirror shield.
Yeah, dang! I wish we did have the mirror shield. That would help.
I mean, any reflective surface will work.
Water.
Oh. Well, then I would like to cast shape. I still have my tentacle doing like around. So I'll do I want to do shape water and make like something like a really slick sheet of glass to reflect the light off of and onto Ganon.
All right, so you're going to do that. Basically, you're going to freeze it
Yes.
after you cast it. Yeah, easy peasy. So the best place for you to do this would be on the ceiling. And you kind of take this water and on your turn, and just shoot it straight up. And Estrella, you kind of like get splashed from this as you're closest to the fountain as he does this.
Hooray!
But all of this water just rises up to the top, and Yasin is just up there holding it. And you can see kind of his muscles strain a bit as he gets it into position. And then with a flick of his wrist, you watch as it and freezes across the top. As it freezes, it becomes a reflective surface. You worked your magic to get this smooth. It is mirror-like. And as the light radiates up and hits this, it comes straight down and almost rains upon this Goristro. And you hear him roar. He is fully blind at this moment. He cannot see. If he makes any kind of attack moves, they will all be with disadvantage, and you will all have an opportunity to dodge the attack because he is fully blinded in this moment. He's crippled.
Yes.
And do you wish to move or anything? You can do a movement with the rest of your turn if you choose.
So I can move and it won't just I think I want to move around to his head. If he's on his side, kind of closer
Sure,
to his
you can
head.
do that.
How do you want to do this?
So he can just, he can be right over here, right by
Yeah.
his head.
There you go.
That'll work.
Nice.
Easy peasy. Well done. All right. Moving on to Nimriani with Kieran on deck.
I'm standing up a little straighter now that I got good berries, but not much. So I'm gonna go. Hey, Ganon, you never answered my question.
Oh, please.
And she's going to cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
And just say, pathetic.
All right. What's Vicious Mockery going to do?
It gives. He also has to make another Wisdom saving throw,
All
I
right.
think.
Am I beating a
Hold
12?
on. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Ready? 7 plus 1, 8. He does not beat your DC
So he
save.
takes 2d4 psychic damage.
Oh, for Pete's sakes. Okay, cool. Yeah, bring it on. Yeah, bring it on. Let's go. Give me.
Props to you, Jess, for figuring out his weakness. He has only +1 on wisdom.
Yeah!
Seeming a little salty.
I mean, it's not gonna be much, but it's gonna be something, right?
It's something.
It's something.
Give me that Vicious Mockery.
6.
6 points of damage. That's nothing to sneeze at in this fight right now. Boom. The Greaster, you just watch him be buffeted by this insult of pathetic, and he roars against his vines holding him down. But yeah, he takes 6 points of damage for that. Psychic damage.
I don't know if that matters.
Not against him. No
No.
disadvantage there or anything. Next up, Kieran.
Him mumbling about retribution. I'm gonna look down at his hand, which I'm pretty sure in this time period had just been crested with the Triforce of Power, and I'm going to how's this for retribution and slash his arm off at the wrist.
Oh, spice.
I'm gonna also kind of do this too. I'm gonna sacrifice my spell. Use my spell, my last spell option, to use the acid arrow.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna just like put it on my sword, just not in a sense to do damage per se, additional damage, but to just cut through his skin to like actually make it through.
All right, you still got to break his AC.
Yeah.
I'll let you do it with advantage because of his prone state, but if you can break his AC, you will cut off his hand.
Am I rolling with strength because it's a physical attack, or do I do with something else because I'm doing it with acid?
Roll. So what the acid will allow you to do is to actually cut the hand off at this stage of the battle. I'll give that one to you, but you have to break his AC with your sword attack roll.
Okay. 19.
That beats it by 1. He has an 18.
Oh, I thought I heard you said it was 19, so I was like, oh.
All right, roll damage for that strike.
That will be 8.
And I'm going to add a d6 on my side, which gives you a 1, so that's 9 for that acid cutting through. Actually, I'll make it an even 10. It'll make this more fun. That's a Ganondorf threshold there. You just look down at him and you say, "How is this for retribution?" And Link can barely see your sword move as you move to like cover with the acid and just bring it straight, just right across that wrist. And it almost looks like nothing happened until you see Ganon flinch and his arm moves, but his hand stays where it was on the ground. And just blood is pouring out of him, and you hear him scream. As he does so, he is able to push up and just use that adrenaline to get himself up to a standing position. And he just whips around and kind of throws his blood against you. And he goes, "You will die." Anything else you want to do with your turn?
I'm just grabbing the hand, and am I thrown back? Am I like, what's my reaction? Because am I just
I
like,
mean, it's just blood.
Yeah,
That's
throw his
against
hand at him.
if you want to move back or what.
yeah, I'm just gonna hold onto the hand
High five
and
yourself.
jump back as far as I can.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Or just like
What is your? Yeah, you can take your movement and kind of make it
shake
back
his fingers.
that far easily. Ganon's
30.
up. We're missing a hand. And you have his hand for some weird reason. Okay.
Well, more importantly, I have in this time period the Triforce piece.
You have his Triforce hand. That's just disgusting. Okay. And that will conclude Kieran's turn. Moving on to Grim.
This is a spicy fight.
Okay, what state is our Ganon in?
What state is what? Who? Where?
Arganon. Our.
So
He's in that state.
he is on the ground, being pinned by this ensnaring strike that Rivali did. He is looking to break free of this on his next turn, which he probably will because he's got a really high strength. So, but right now he's pinned to the ground, and anything you do, you can do with advantage. So you can do that. So, what you want to do?
I'm gonna finish the puzzle.
You're gonna finish him off? What?
No, the puzzle.
Okay, cool. Cool. As you rush out, turn each of these counterweights on the fountain, hear the click that we've been hearing, and rush to pull the lever. Everything stops as this final door opens. The wall recedes, and the entire room is bathed in this amazing golden light. And for a moment, all of you look up, just blinded, half because of what Yasin did to the ceiling, but it's just so bright in here. And you start to see that the Garistro is taking damage from this radiant energy. It is too much for him, and his skin is starting to burn, and you can see it sizzle. And he is going to take 5 points of damage right now, but every round I'm going to be rolling for him every so often, because this radiant damage is just more than he can bear. This hurts. But more importantly, in this moment, both Kieran and Link, Estrella, Nim, Grim, Yasin, and Rivali look up to see the same figure above everything. At the center of the room, high up, as high as you can be on that ceiling, give or take 30 feet up, you see the floating form of Hylia, fully materialized, 100% real. And she looks down at all of you. Thank you, Grim, Estrella, for freeing me. But I see you still have something left to do. Perhaps I can help. And Kieran, you are hearing her say this as well, and looking to people that you can barely perceive as this veil is fading, and she starts to move her hands. And as she does, light fills up both spaces, and when she brings them together, the two universes are joined, and you see Ganondorf merging with the Garistro as time is catching up. You watch the Garistro take another 10 points of damage as his hand literally just falls off at the damage caused by Kieran in the other time. Kieran and Link are now in the same realm. All of you are together. And this is no longer a two-person fight. And Hylia goes, I will keep the radiant energy up for as long as I can. It's up to the rest of you to finish this fight. Kill Ganon once and for all. And it now falls to, where are we in rotation?
Yeah.
Next up is Link.
Oh, do it, Link.
Complete your
Link is
quest.
immediately rush forward against this prone Ganon, and is going to make 2 radiant strikes against him, both with advantage. That one breaks, and then nope. Well, that one does, and so his 2 hits are good. Let's see what kind of damage this boy's going to be throwing out.
Do we have a charger?
Yes.
Sorry. My phone's dying.
And that is going to be 9 double. This boy is good on his 18s, but hey, it works. And so that's 18 points of damage that he lays down on the Garistro. Let me get the charger for you.
I'm sorry. I don't know if it'll.
Next up, after Link, is going to be the Garistro. And he is going to rage against his chains. And with a mighty 27, he is going to start to pull and snap against each of these and get his ass up. And he is ready for battle. That is his turn. He cannot attack, but he is no longer can you take advantage on the strikes, and no longer is he stunned. Next up will be Rivali. And Rivali's going to look at him and go, oh, dear. And he's going to look at you, Nim, and look at the creature, and he's debating on whether or not to heal you or to attack the creature.
Go for him.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Just do it.
Oh, you better not die on me. And he's going to go ahead and, using his dragon wing longbow, he is going to choose to use radiant damage and shoot 2 arrows at the Garistro. The first one does break. Ooh, that's nice. A nice 25 on that. The second one does not break. 14. So he will have 1 that hits. This is 10 points doubled because it's radiant damage. 20 points of damage from Rivali. And you watch almost as if the first one goes off course, and he goes, nope! And he redirects the same arrow by hitting it from behind, and watches as it falls down on this creature's head. And 20 points of damage. He roars. The Garistro is looking hurt. He is having a hard time standing. He's in his last moments. Up next is Estrella.
Yeah. All right.
Get it.
It's like a super dope.
So I'm going to cast Sacred Flame, which is radiant damage.
Oh, bring it. Let's see it, girl. What you got?
Target must succeed a dexterity saving throw. You got to beat 14.
Okay, 14 on a dex save with the Garistro. He's got a +0 to dex, by the way. So here we go. Let's see if I can beat a 14. Straight roll. Come on.
13.
13. Oh, God.
Fuck you.
13.
All
All right, what's the damage?
So that's 2d8 doubled, right?
Yep.
Well, it's only 12.
Only 12 at this stage of the fight. How do you cast this Sacred Flame?
Oh, damn. I want to focus it right into his eyes. I want to fucking right into his face. I want every bit of that light.
And you
I want to blow his face off.
As you throw this Sacred Flame out against him, you watch these just lance into his eyes, and he tries to claw at himself, but you watch as they just all of a sudden just burn across his face, and you see that there are no eyes left on this creature.
Boiled his eyeballs.
This is amazing.
He is in a lot of pain. Next up is Yasin.
Oh, it's on. I'm just gonna go for the all-out attack. Go for the legs.
Okay.
Again.
All right.
Take his kneecaps.
Yeah, take his kneecap.
Well, you're
Alright.
up by the head right now.
Well,
Oh,
I
no,
was
he's
stood
up.
up,
standing.
yeah.
Never mind. He's up.
so
I'm dumb.
give me 3 attack rolls, but you have to beat a 19.
Aha.
Okay.
I did 26, 26, 24.
That's disgusting.
All break.
Woo!
All right, give me your damage.
You're fire!
Which one?
Roll your damage against this guy.
I'm stealing your dice next time because that's fucking ridiculous. Okay, yeah, 3 of these.
Give me damage. Give me damage. Give me the damage.
14 altogether.
14 points of damage. The Garistro screams as you just knock against his knees with your blades. And you see that not only have you cut in deep into his flesh, but you can see the bone in these cuts. You have got tendons, and he falls down to his knees and roars in pain, blood seeping from all of his cuts. He is looking bad. Nimriani, you're next with Kieran on deck.
Okay. Who's next? Volley and Grim.
Yep. I mean, you got plenty of movement. You can move around.
Grim's
at full health.
at full health, yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna kill Rivali.
Huh?
You're not gonna kill Rivali. Or whatever
Oh,
you're
no,
thinking.
no. I wanted to give her Bardic Inspiration.
She's after Kieran, as far as the turn. You can do it as a bonus action, though.
What?
You can do that as a bonus action if you want.
No, I can do it as a touch. Well, it is a bonus action.
Yeah.
Never mind. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to make it up to him.
Yep.
Because I'm feeling a little more like myself now that
Yep.
I've had a slight breather. And I want to do a flurry of blows on him with my staff.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna step back and kind of grab Grim's shoulder and lean on her for a second, and go and cast Bardic Inspiration for her.
Okay. That gives her what, a D6?
That gives her. Let me make sure. Hold on. Sorry.
Mhm.
One D6.
Okay, so
on any other,
so-
of her.
Yep, so Grim, with Bardic Inspiration, you have 1d6 that you can add to an attack roll, to a damage roll, to whatever you want. That you have that d6 that was given to you as Bardic Inspiration. All right, for Flurry of Blows, see if you can break his AC.
Cool. Sorry, I'm having to hold this phone because it's gonna fall backwards.
Yep. It is a 19 that you have to beat.
It has a plus 18. That's a 19.
That'll go. That goes to the attacker. That'll do.
And do I have to roll twice, right? No?
No,
Okay.
not for Flurry. But Flurry of Blows is
Oh,
one
that's
move.
right. It's one thing. Sorry. Cool.
All right, give me your damage.
1d6 plus 5. 9. 9 damage.
9 points of damage. You come up to this creature with your staff and just flip it around, and you do these flurry of blows against all of these open areas, and the Garistro puts his hands down and starts to cough up blood. Literally, he's just on the brink of death. And he looks at you, this big, massive head, and just breathes.
I'm gonna smirk as I grab Grim's shoulder and give her Bardic Inspiration for her next turn.
Kieran, you're next with Grim on deck.
I would have given it to Kieran, but I have to touch you to do it, so you're a little far away.
All right, Kieran, what do you want to do?
I sent you a chat message on Facebook. Real
Facebook
quick.
link. Go.
Just check that real quick.
Good question. Yeah. You got it.
Kieran is just staring at this piece in his hand of the Triforce, trying to resist and like almost wants to put it on his hand, but is fighting. And so he is in a weird trance state, also coming out of the astral plane shift. Yeah. So he doesn't have an action. He's just enveloped in this internal battle.
All right. I want you to give me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Those are fun, right?
I swear this campaign wants me to have some weird story moments. That is a nat 1.
Nat 1. In this moment, as you are looking at the hand of Ganondorf and the power of it resonates, and you black out for a second. I want you to make an attack roll against Grim.
With
Because-
disadvantage,
Oh no, this is an attack roll. Won't be disadvantage.
just an attack roll. Oh! What the? Oh my god. It's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Roll
A nat
damage.
1 and then a nat 20.
Dawson, just go ahead and clock out for me.
Right?
Go ahead and roll damage for me and double that. And Grim, you will be taking this as damage from Kieran.
That's good. That is 5 doubled to
Hold
10.
on.
10 points of damage.
Am I supposed to be doing something?
No.
No, you're
Oh, okay.
taking damage.
So as Kieran is in this trance-like state, he walks around the fountain, and just in a blur, before anyone can tell what's happening, his sword reaches out and cuts into Grim's back, and she takes 10 points of damage, bringing her down to 49 from 59, but that would have killed her if she had not sucked on this guy's, life energy.
Do not finish that thought.
I'm just saying, Grim. But you feel this slice and this hot blood trickle down your back.
Jessica's not approving.
And Kieran, when you turn to look at him, out of his mouth, he goes, Grim, you'll never win, not against the power that you seek. Give yourself to me as Kieran has, and this will all end. And you will have everything that you want. Grim, it is your turn. What do you choose to do?
I'm casting Crown of Madness.
Okay. What does Crown of Madness do? And who are you casting it on? Kieran or the Garistro?
Garistra.
Okay. What's it do?
Okay. So basically, it charms whoever I choose
Okay.
to basically obey what I say.
All right.
You have to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. What's the number I got to beat?
16.
Good grief.
Woohoo!
We're ready. Come on, dice. Don't fail me now. I don't want to lose my big boy again. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Son of a bitch. It's 5.
Okay, Grim's gonna take out her spear,
Yep.
throw it at him, tell him to finish himself.
My God.
I was going to ask you, how do you want to do this? But that's how you want to do it. Okay. You watch the Garistro pick up this blade, and he's shaking. And he does not want to do it, but he cannot resist your will. and you step closer and hold out your hand, and your whole body glows with red energy, and suddenly his hand is engulfed in red, and it just gets closer and closer, and you just hear him as he just shoves it through his heart slowly. And you watch him look at you and then just fall. And the ground shakes as this creature dies. And in that moment, Kieran, you come to and you see Grim's blood on your sword, and you see the dead form of the Garistro. You see the cut against her back. But you hear both of you. You hear Danon's voice fade in the distance. This doesn't end with me, and you will suffer! And you hear him just being drawn into some astral plane far from all of you. The battle is over and won, and the room is unlocked. Well done, everybody. Give yourself a round of applause for that fight.
God, Melissa,
Jeez.
you're so fucking cool.
I
Got
feel
some
like
new spells.
all of you were fighting to like see who could be the darkest person in this battle, but well done, all of you. So the Garistro is dead, and as you all stare and watch, his body literally starts to break apart into flecks of light and dust as he just kind of dissolves in front of you, and within moments he is gone. The dark presence that you felt over the castle is gone. And instead, in front of you is Hylia, who, as she steps down and touches the fountain, radiates energy for a moment and then comes back into itself. And you see that standing in front of all of you is Queen Zelda, fully merged with Hylia, as her family lineage should. And she looks at all of you for a moment and goes, "Thank you for saving my life. Ganon had me. And then she looks around, she goes, oh, by the goddess, you did it. You've unlocked this room. I have never seen this before." And as you all stare, you see in front of you a story that Zelda starts to tell and translates as she moves around the room. And she goes, it started here, but not with just Hylia, but her consort, Funcow. It was him who helped to forge the Master Sword and its shield. It says here, and she moves around the room, that Funcow left an object behind in each of these realms. Here it is known as the lute of Funcow, but in another realm it is the horn of Thonis. And there's other names around here as well, but they've been etched out of time. It is said that he was a protector, but a being of darkness. And yet my ancestors worshipped him, vowed to keep it safe. And she starts to move towards the fountain, and you watch her turn and move the different pieces that Grim and Estrella had been working on, but she unlocks something new, and the fountain splits at the top and pulls down, and splits at the middle and pulls down. And in its center is a column. On the top of the column is a golden lute, whose strings are made of pure silver. This was here all this time. Below the lute, inside of this column, there are holes. It's a indentions. That's the word I'm looking for. They're indentions. And in one side, in this indention, is a sword whose hilt is made of a bright blue metal, whose blade rings with the radiant energy of silver. And on the other side, matching it, is a shield, its counterpart. The sword and shield of Hylia and Thonkal's union, the master weapons. Here, all this time, and the 5 of you unlocked it. My friends, this treasure is yours. My people did not earn it. You did. You have defeated Ganon. You have saved my people. You have earned the respect of this queen and her favor. Call upon me, and I will answer, and the full force of my army will be there for you. I sense that the 5 of you have much more to do. I hope that you can make use of these items. And she walks up to each of you and places her hand on your forehead. And as she does, you feel this warm, radiant energy cascade down, and your bodies are healed fully. The exhaustion upon you is gone. You are 100% as if you took a long rest. I can do this for you now. And then she also grants each of you 100 gold pieces from my treasury to aid you on your journey. Certainly gold is used throughout all the realms. It is valued in more place than one. I leave you now in this chamber. I don't expect I'll see you again anytime soon, but if you find your way here, you will always have a home in Hyrule Castle. Thank you all, heroes of time. You have done much for my people this day. And she bows slightly. Link, Rivali, please. Let us leave them in peace. Rivali just kind of looks at all of you and goes, well then, that was interesting. What a way to wake up. Nim, see you later. Estrella, I need a drink. Link? Link nods and holds a hand up, and Rivali walks out. Link comes up to you, Kieran, and speaks once more, softly. My friend, the Queen speaks true. You have my blade when you need it. I hope you make good use of that one. I have heard legend of the Master Sword and its shield. I know it will do well with your people.
One room.
Thank you. And he holds out his hand to shake yours.
I'll do the kind of like arm clasp handshake.
Yeah.
And then I'll pull out you know that dagger that I in previous campaign bartered away or almost bartered away.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just flip it and hand it to him for safekeeping. Having almost like as an exchange of honor.
Link hesitates for just a moment, but he sees the steel in your eyes, this kind of warrior's bond, and he grabs the weapon and nods at you. And he deftly puts it into his belt to kind of hold between him. And he nods once more and walks away, following Rivali as they go find a pub somewhere that hasn't been demolished. And the 5 of you are left in this room. 100 gold richer apiece. the lute of Thunkal in front of you, along with the horn of Thaunus in Nim's satchel, and the sword and shield ready for taking. How are we divvying up the loot?
Well, it seemed like Link
We didn't
wanted Kieran to have.
Link not take the master sword.
I think Estrella should get a shield.
What?
Is that the group consensus? The sword to Kieran, the shield to Estrella?
Get you a double shield.
I'll take it.
Treat
I'll take it.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Then that is what will happen. So I will create these items for each of you so that you will see the what you get from the Master Sword, Kieran, and what the Master Shield will do for you, Estrella. Estrella, you can choose to leave your shield there, or take it with you if you want. You'll have to hold it in your hand, but you can put the Master Shield across your back.
I'll leave mine.
Yeah. And it's almost like Kieran with his dagger. It's like a warrior's offering. You leave your shield at the base of the pedestal as you grab the Master Shield, and it looks like it should be heavy. It's almost twice the size of your old shield, but it's light, and you can barely feel it as you put it on. And Kieran, as you draw the sword from the pedestal, you can feel its power, not from the weight of the weapon, but almost as if it's like a fulcrum, where you swing and it just drives further than any blade you've ever wielded before.
It's a long way.
Now the lute stands in front of all five of you.
Nim's gonna walk up to it and go, I don't know about you guys, but even with that healing, I think we've all earned a trip back to the tavern.
Oh
Yeah.
we're
Oh,
due.
At this point, Estrella's gonna go up and stand next to Nim, and Crumbs is gonna jump from her shoulder to back to Nim's shoulder.
He's gonna hug him all.
Yeah.
Okay. According to what Thaunus said, we all have to touch it at the same time.
Like
1, 2, 3, go! No, I'm just kidding.
like
Okay.
this. Oh.
How to
That
split
seems
the
like
party.
a great idea, as my ass stays where it is.
No.
So all of you agree to
Yeah.
touch the lute?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
After a long journey, battling through Faerun, battling through Hyrule, stopping beasts of all shapes and sizes, the five of you reach out and touch this lute. And you feel the familiar sensation of energy and magic and light swirl around you as you are all taken back to the Tavern of Realms.
Oh my god.
Great.